got to record. Press. Hi, I am an aspiring fashion designer, and I would like to ask all fashion designers to join with me in helping women in the Middle East protest all symbols of oppression and everything like that. I know it's a controversial topic. A lot of people think, oh no, the hijab and the niqab and the burqa are not signs of oppression. These women, it's a thing of culture, it's a thing of faith, blah, blah, blah. But look, I understand some women want to wear it, some women choose to wear it. I can understand if that's your decision, that's your decision. But I know that there are many, many, many more who don't want to wear it. So I would like to ask all fashion designers to join with me in what we can do. Instead of dropping bombs, let's drop medieval style dresses that show off the décolletage, like show off a little bit of boobie, and maybe we can help them to mass protest their subjugation, and if they feel like they're oppressed and things like that, and they can, stick it to the patriarchy. Let's help them stick it to the patriarchal society that they're forced to live in. Let's, get together, all fashion designers worldwide, and let's bomb them with clothing that they can wear, like long-sleeved, ankle-length dresses that show off a little bit of décolletage, a little bit of cleavage, like medieval inspired dresses, and hopefully we can help them mass protest, and help them, in that way. It's just an idea. I know it's a controversial idea, but that's what I'm trying to launch my business on, based on all the controversial ideas, because I am somebody who's had to face a lot of injustice and inequality in my own country, because I am fourth generation Australian Aboriginal, as far as I'm aware, on my dad's side, and I am often perceived as white, and I've had to experience a lot of what some might refer to as reverse racism, but it's just racism and sexism and chauvinism from certain ethnicities in my own country who live here now. And I am fed up with it. I'm fed up with people telling me what I should be wearing in my own country. I was born here, so were my parents, so were both my parents, and so were my dad's parents. My grandparents on my mum's side were babies when they came over from their respective countries, and they assimilated. Now, a lot of people think that word has negative connotations. All assimilation means is we want you to fit in. If you want to be Australian, we're asking you, please come to our country. Just try to fit in and be one of us. That's all we're asking when we say we want you to assimilate. We want you to be one of us. We want you to truly adopt an Australian way of lifestyle. So we want you to stop being sexist, stop your chauvinism, and try and understand our culture, and have respect for our culture. Some people don't understand there is an Australian culture. Many people say there isn't any culture in Australia, but there is an Australian culture. There's many unwritten rules in Australia, and we walk, everything here is to the left. On a footpath, we expect you to walk to the left. If you're on stairs, we expect you to stay to the left of the stairs. We drive on the left. Everything's on the left here. So, and there's a whole bunch of unwritten rules. So when you come here, we welcome you with open arms. We just want you to, when we say we want you to assimilate, we're just asking what a lot of other European countries are now asking of new immigrants is, please be one of us. Learn to be one of us. Don't commit crimes. Don't you know, do horrible things. Don't mistreat our women, and just have respect for women, have respect for our Australian culture, and become one of us. Please just become one of us. That's all we ask, is that you join in and commit to being an Australian. Is that really asking too much, that you adopt and adapt to your new country? I don't think it should be. I don't think it's asking too much that you adapt to your country. You can keep your culture. That's why we're considered a very multicultural country. I'm of a multicultural, biracial background, so my thing is I often get perceived as white, even though I've got a touch of Aboriginal in me. And it just upsets me, like it does a lot of other Australians, that it seems like a lot of new immigrants don't care to fit in. They think, oh no, I'm here, I should be able to treat this country like it's my own, as if I'm back in my homeland. And it's like, no, you're in another country. How about you respect our rules, regulations, laws, our customs, learn our ways, learn what we consider manners, learn what we consider polite and respectful and things like that, and realize you need to adapt to our ways, not expect us to adapt to yours. There's fair caca the whip or something, as people as is a very old expression, Australian expression, or fair suck of the sav, and things like that. It's just fair crack of the whip. Life ain't fair, but there's a lot of injustice and inequality right now still going on, especially for women in this country. Still to this day, it's like ridiculous how much sexism I've had to encounter. I've even been into a surf shop just to purchase what do you call it, fiberglass repair kit, and I've had the guy asking me, like a white Australian dude asking me, oh, do you have a brother, father, cousin, somebody who can help you? It's like, dude, it's got instructions, right? You do realize it's basically a recipe. I'm a chick. Of course I can follow a recipe. Oh, God. Anyway, so that's the thing. It's like, yeah, that's all I've got to say is I just want all fashion designers worldwide, let's band together and let's, make medieval inspired dresses, but lightweight fabric, of course. Think of that. You got to think of the hot conditions as well. I mean, yes, desert areas can get cold, so maybe some winter dresses would be nice as well. But let's go with some medieval inspired clothing that shows off the décolletage, the cleavage, the clavage, and let's, instead of dropping bombs on the Middle East, let's airdrop clothing to the Middle East, and let's help these women organize mass protests by letting them throw off the hijab, the burqa, the niqab, and wear the clothing they want to wear. Let's have them everything in color. Wouldn't it be nice to see them wearing colorful clothing that they're comfortable in? Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Let's help them. I mean, I'm sure that there's some that do love wearing their burqas, niqabs, and hijabs, and it's fine if you want to wear that, wear it. But, I'm just saying, for those, I know there are many, many women there who don't want to be wearing that stuff. They want to wear what they used to be able to wear. Like in Iran, Iraq, I've seen, the articles, I've read articles where it's like, wow, they used to wear normal clothes in the 70s. What happened? What the hell happened? They used to wear perfectly normal 70s clothing. And then all of a sudden everything changed with Saddam Hussein and all that. Anyway, alright, so please, every fashion designer worldwide, please join me and let's help these people, these poor women, throw off, what many consider the symbols of oppression. Okay, let's help them by letting them protest. You see if it works. I don't know. It's just an idea. It's just an idea, just a thought, just a suggestion. Maybe it might work. It might not. Who knows? Let's hope for the best.